back to the payment thing though. So you may decide, hey, so I was telling you about Plannable. So Plannable is where you can plan your content out. I loved it. I mean, absolutely loved it. But Facebook changed where you can't use a third party to upload your content, right? So when that happened, I didn't really need Plannable anymore. So I went to try to cancel it. They was like, no, you pay for the year, no refund. And I don't like operating like that either. So for example, if you want to do a couple months and then you say, you know what, I need to take a break off for the summer. I don't want you coming back saying, well, I need a refund, you know, because I only use 3 months. I don't have time for that. I really don't. So you just pay as you go. I really don't. And again, anything can happen. You could break a leg. I could break a leg. I mean, so I just kind of prefer month to month. Just, for me, it just keeps it simple. I mean, actually from a business standpoint too, another reason why they do a year, because they want that commitment. They already got your money. So you come if you want to, you don't, whatever you want to do. You know, it's nothing wrong with that business model at all. But it's just, again, it's not something I'm really interested in. And you sign up at NotaryEducatorsLLC.com. Learning is winning says, hey, Kim, this is Teresa. Hey, Teresa. Right now, I can't afford the mentorship, $47. How much is each course? I see 60% off. Yeah, just type it in there. They run between $47 and the most expensive is the apostille and the field inspection. Those are $77. I think wedding officiant is $77 too. The rest of them are like $48. Yeah. And then that's what I would recommend to see. You can't afford the $47 per month. Yeah, don't forget we just rolled out a $27 plan too. But depending on what courses you're looking for. So yeah, you can buy them separately. I still have a lot of people that prefer, you know, hey, I want to buy the apostille course. I want to own the course. I have the Notarize Like a Pro. I want to own it. I think Notarize Like a Pro is $48. The majority of them are like $48 to $77 is the highest that I have over there. And that's you owning the course. Okay, what other questions do we have? And again, I kind of just hopped back on to finish up that story, what happened, because it was so cool. I love when I can show y'all me working in action. I love that. So go back and watch the one before this. It says on there, what happens if the client is late is the thumbnail, okay? Go back and catch that one. Yes, you can do weddings in Texas in grip. Yes, you can. You can do weddings. I saw that before you deleted it. But you can do weddings in Texas. Does it matter if I'm in a different state? Tan Mac, no. You need to be in the program no matter what state you're in. We teach all 50 states. And why? Because all of your documents do not originate in your state. If you are in Alabama, Texas, all your documents are not coming from there. You need to be a great notary. I always compare it to a doctor. A doctor is a doctor, but he needs to be able to work on Black people, white people, Asian people, Indian people, whatever. Right? And the same thing with your documents. They are not all going to come from your state. So we teach you, of course, you need to know your state rules. You have to. But all of your documents are not going to come from there. And if you look at the replay from yesterday, matter of fact, when you go to NotaryEducatorsLLC.com and you look at what's included in the course library, you're going to be like, doggone, I need to know all that to start notarizing. You sure do. Yes, you do. You do not get your stamp and just go out there and start stamping papers, okay? Look at what's included in the course library. There's an opening video when you first get there. Look at that video and see what's included in the course library. It's a sneak peek. Yep, sneak peek. Sneak peek. And you can see what's included. And you need to know all of that. And there's more. We meet weekly. We've been meeting weekly for 2 years. So there's a lot to learn in this business, guys. You cannot learn it all in YouTube. I got 1,000 videos in here, and I guarantee you, everybody that's in mentorship will tell you, dog, and I'm still learning. Because I take everything that I've learned, everything people tell me, I teach it. I make sure you don't make the same mistakes. That's what your parents try to do for you. Now, a lot of us don't pay no attention to our parents, or did not. And that's, you know, it is what it is. You live and you learn. But even in the notary space, I've taken the mistakes that I've made, other people have made, and make it so you don't have to make those same mistakes. Back to the wedding officiant thing in Grip in Texas. So yeah, what happens being a notary, being a wedding officiant, it works one of two ways. Either your state commission, you're allowed to use your notary commission and perform weddings, like in Florida, that's all they need. That's all they need to do weddings. Other states, you have to go through the universal life and become an ordained minister. It takes 5 minutes. Maybe not that quick, but it's quick. So check out the wedding officiant course if that's something you're interested in. But that is also in the all-inclusive mentorship. Okay, and we meet together, all together. So if you're a newbie, OB, whatever, we all meet together. Okay, a few more minutes. Anything else before I head out? A few more minutes. What else we got? What else do we have? So we kind of talked about pricing in this video. I'll put that in a nice nutshell for you. So again, don't be afraid to charge. In this case, I offered multiple services to one client. Prepared the document, printed the document, notarized the document, okay? And sometimes they have you scan for them too, okay? So don't be afraid. $45 for 40 minutes. I think that was pretty good. And again, it shouldn't have taken that long, but his letter wasn't correct. His letter was not correct. All right, we got a few more seconds and then I am gone. Anything else? I see we got a couple more new people joined us. Anything else? Like and subscribe for me. What are we thinking about the new mentorship program? I know people are signing up. I am so excited. Oh, hey, Kim Frey. How you doing? AKA Kim Frey. Loving the name. Go, Kims. Yeah, what are we thinking about the new mentorship program? I mean, I am excited. Our first session will be on this coming Wednesday. The whole month of July, this is before I decided to open up this new program, we were focusing, and we are going to focus on loan signing. We're going to finish that out because I felt that's what the group needed right now. So what we do as far as our weekly sessions, so we take a poll from you guys too. If it's something you want us to cover, we do ChatGPT, we do Canva, we do all kind of stuff. We do customer service. There's even a customer service module in there. So you can look at the sneak peek. I went through there yesterday and showed, Thursday, whatever the holiday was. I went through there and showed you what's inside the mentorship program. So you don't have any, you have to be worried. What is it? Is it really worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it, y'all. Don't think because it's a little cheaper than everybody else that it's not worth it. Okay. I use the illustration of a Honda, Mercedes-Benz, and Beamer. What's that other one? Mercedes-Benz. What's the new one they always talk about people, content creators are renting, taking pictures in front of? My nose is itching. What's that other one? Lambo, right? They're all cars. They all gonna get you where you got to go, right? But I'm gonna tell you, thank you, Lisa says definitely worth it. I'm gonna tell you, we only drive Hondas. Because they last forever. Okay? We are the Honda program in the notary space. We are not the Lambo people over here. We ain't flashing, we ain't flexing, we ain't doing none of that, but we are getting it done. Okay? So you want to be in the room where it's happening. If you seen Hamilton, you know what I'm talking about. The room where it happened. The room where it happened. Ingrid says, nope, that's you and your husband's name combined. Kim Free. Oh! Oh, that's so funny. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I had to tell him that. Thank you. I'm glad you put me first. Look. That's so funny, Kim Free. Yeah, Jeffrey be doing his thing over here, y'all. He's just camera shy, that's all. He hates being on the camera. He hates it. And it's so funny because the people love Jeffrey. They love him. Anything I put out with him, they love it. So he will do these little kooky videos with me sometimes. That's what I call them, kooky videos. Like on TikTok and IG. They love all that dancing. And when I'm doing all this kind of stuff, they go crazy. I don't mind doing those videos. If that's what it takes to get the people. My friends are like, I see you so much now. And I'm like, yeah. I said, whatever it takes to get the people over here on YouTube. So they'll come over here when they really want to know what's up. But sometimes they just curious, like, what's a notary? What are you doing? So anyway, learning is winning, says LOL. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me. Y'all got 2 minutes. Anything else? Other than that, I'm going to see you over in mentorship on Wednesday night. I might be back tomorrow just because people will be back. I would plan on going live every day, probably until Wednesday. Because I would love to have a huge kickoff with the new people and the old coming together. our first main. It's going to be that anyway. So if you're not in there this week, it doesn't matter because it's going down. So, but hopefully you can join us in either the new group, the simplified mentorship, or the other one. All right, you have a great evening too, guys. All right, well, it's been a pleasure on behalf of Notary Educators. I'm going to say have a good night, and I will see you soon. All things Notary, Notary Educators, LLC.com. Okay, bye, guys.